The heat of Florida seems to have warmed not only the tarmac of the Miami GP, but also the discussions behind the scenes of Formula One. While the spotlight was on the race, a parallel interview turned out to be the real boiling point in the paddock. FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem made statements that fell like a bomb between the team leaders and financial directors of the grid. Statements that can put in check one of the recent pillars of the category, the budget ceiling. Implemented in 2021, the so-called budget cap was created with the proposal to level the playing field. The idea was to limit team spending to a predetermined amount, currently around $140.4 million, considering the 24 calendar stages, in order to avoid extreme disparities between giants like Red Bull and Mercedes and mid-sized teams like Williams and Haas. In theory, the measure has brought positive results, financial balance, growth of competitiveness, and even profitability for Shields that previously lived in red. However, not everything is flowers in the control of F1 finances. Since the controversial breach of the limit by Red Bull in 2021, which only came to light almost a year later, until criticism of the FIA's bureaucracy and slowness in detecting irregularities, the system has been questioned for its practical effectiveness. And now the sport's greatest authority publicly raises doubts about its real function. In an interview given before the race in Miami, Ben Sulayem was direct. "I look at the budget ceiling and see that it only complicates the task of the FIA. What's the point? I really don't see it." The speech, apparently spontaneous, raised eyebrows and lit a warning signal. Would the president of FIA be willing to abandon the budget ceiling project? Although he did not confirm this intention, the simple fact of putting the model in doubt has already generated reactions behind the scenes. After all, this is not just any comment, but a position that can deeply affect the competitive structure of the sport. The interview also addressed an idea recently suggested by McLaren CEO Zak Brown to combat unfounded allegations between teams. According to him, each time a team accuses another of irregularity, must pay a deposit about $50,000. If the charge is confirmed, the amount is returned. Otherwise, the amount would fall into the budget ceiling of those who complained. Ben Sulayem openly supported the proposal and indicated that FIA is studying how to implement it. The big question now is, would the end of the budget ceiling be a solution or a setback? Does the initial proposal to reduce disparities and protect the financial health of the championship still make sense? Or has the complexity of the system made it an unnecessary burden for the FIA, as its president insinuates? And you, passionate fan of F1, what do you think of this controversy? The budget ceiling still has its place or has already given what it had to give? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any behind-the-scenes action of the world's leading motorsport category.